Hello everyone, I am Mike McGay, and today I'm going to be talking about my Project 1, Globalization and Maple Syrup. In the Globalization introduction, globalization is defined as the process of social, political, economic, cultural, and technological integration among countries around the world. Canada has seen the influence of globalization throughout the past about 100 years. Canada is a big country with a relatively small population, and the reason for that is their extreme winter conditions make a lot of the land uninhabitable. So that means that the southern parts of Canada contribute most economically. And the reason that the southernmost part of Canada does is because during the winter time, the best way for you to stay productive is to continue to be able to work. And to be able to work, you have to get to work. So during those extreme winter conditions, when the land up north is uninhabitable, most of the southern parts of Canada are well adapted to be able to stay and get to work. Canada makes up for the lack of their industry with natural resources, and natural resources account for about $135 billion in US dollars for their economy. Canada's top 10 exports are as follows: mineral fuels including oil, 84.6 billion; vehicles, 62.3 billion; machinery including computers, 32.4 billion; gems and precious metals, 18.6 billion; wood, 14.1 billion; electrical machinery and equipment, 13 billion; plastics and plastic articles, 12.6 billion; aluminum, 9.8 billion; aircraft and spacecraft, 9.7 billion; and oilseeds, 7.9 billion. So now we're going to talk about the globalization advantages for Canada. Canada used to have very high tariffs, and those tariffs are gone in most part. Now there are some tariffs that still exist for Canada, but they are not nearly as high because they're no longer protectionist, which means that they're not trying to protect their own industries by disadvantaging the global economy by the high tariffs. Foreign investment has also bolstered the economy. So companies like McDonald's have soaked up the low-skilled workers. So when you introduce jobs, low-skilled jobs, with the influx of companies like McDonald's, you're able to soak up the unemployed who are low-skilled and can go and work those jobs. And the same thing happens with companies like Apple and Intel that moved into Canada as well by foreign investment, opening up foreign headquarters in Canada. Apple and Intel have provided very high-skilled jobs, and industrialization is also brought to Canada from foreign companies. Technology has also come from global tech firms to advance society, and as tech gets better and faster, it has bolstered their communications across the country, developed artificial intelligence that runs a lot of the programs that are run on computers and whatnot in those tech firms, and improve the data storage and cloud storage for corporations and citizens. Now for globalization disadvantages. Canadian values that society was built on could be changed. And this is important because when societal values are eroded, it can tear the fabric of the society, and detrimental ideas from the outside can be bad for the society. If the social fabric of society is torn, then unrest is likely, and the unrest can be both political and from the citizens themselves. And the last thing you want to do is have the societal values that your country was founded on get thrown out the window from foreign influence that could be detrimental to the society and have that unrest happen. More globalization disadvantages include the environment has taken a hit from globalization. Because natural resources are scarce and limited, the more that you continue to get those resources, the less there will be and the harder that it will be to get them, so the more extreme measures you will need to get those natural resources. Deforestation can occur if the land isn't managed well. This is pretty self-explanatory. The forestry industry in Canada is very big because of the immense amount of land that is uninhabited, that is just forest. But if it's not taken care of well, that means that the ecosystems can be disrupted, animals can be, displaced or completely lose their home. It could be a big ordeal that could be more than just losing the trees. Mining can also cause permanent land damage, and fracking can pollute the groundwater with harmful minerals.